This is the American Rebellion. My name's Jerry. How y'all doing? Good thing we weren't talking about you. Well, I'm here with Nick. I don't know where everybody else is. Uh, Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Just dealing with the rain and then the sunshine and then more rain and then more rain and then a little bit of sunshine. Other than that, you know, go to work, come home, and it's about the extent of it.
At least it was like 70 today all day. So that's better.
We didn't have that luxury.
Yeah, it's better than.
Way higher than that.
Usually it's raining and it's 85 or 90 or something, but I was just outside a little while ago and it's still at 70. Eric Barton.
We're 84 right now.
Oh shit! Well, here, I just moved the whole goddamn thing there, Larry. Now I gotta get this stupid thing back in the hole again. All right, here we go. There we go. We got Larry Burns and Eric Leon Barton and 5 other people. Who knows who they are? Apparently, Eric Leon Barton is going to sue Facebook. I hope you got a lot of money.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It's going to cost a lot of fucking money, Eric. And you may not win.
It will be an uphill battle the whole way.
Everybody always thinks they can win because the Constitution and everything, but the country isn't run on the Constitution, and there are a lot of crooked judges. There's over 1,000 people in my area that are in on it, so it's not going to cost me too much. Oh, okay. Is your area all kicked? I don't understand this, and I'm not trying to make jokes, Eric. I'm not. Is your area is everyone there? I don't know, kicked off of Facebook or something? I don't know. Larry Burns says, hell, here it's 70, the next 4 days, 100 plus. I'm not used to that heat, hence the 15,000 BTU air conditioner is now hooked up and running. I have no idea what kind of British thermal units I get in mine, to be truthful, but it's 10 years old, still going, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Well, I've got 18,000 in my living room, 10,000 in my bedroom, and 8,001, and I think a 6,000 in the other bedroom. So it's all window units here.
Yeah. Oh, there's Mr. Novi is here.
Good evening. Hey, Dave. How you all doing?
Oh, just Peachy, Dave.
Nikki, Jerry, is Matt with us? Good. Peachy's good. Great. No, Matt's not with us.
No,
okay.
Matt doesn't care.
We'll get by.
Sound kind of enthused about it, Dave.
I like Matt. The show doesn't feel right without him.
Yeah, well, you got to have somebody that's always irritating the crap out of you. But I told Dave today I now believe in the flat Earth theory. So it's all good.
Yep.
I'm just
Fly all the way around.
I'm just saying that there's over 1,000 people here in Central Valley that have this lawyer to sue this motherfucking piece of shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Motherfuckerberg piece of shit. I like what you did there, Eric.
Yeah. It was slick.
Yeah, I like
You're
that.
so used to reading it the other way, you don't see it changed up.
Yeah. Anyway, well, good for you, Eric.
Get us get all 50 states involved, Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Yeah, if all 50 states got involved, that might be something. But then this has to go to the Supreme Court, and in the end, as I've always said, we don't own Facebook. They put out their rules. Nobody reads them. I don't read them. I don't really give a shit about them, but I don't read them. The problem, what I find with Facebook, isn't their rules or the fact they kick people like me off, or they haven't done it in a long time, but nevertheless, is that I can say something like black people need to get their shit together. Somebody else will say that white motherfucker needs to die and I want to kill him, and that person stays on, but I get kicked off. Okay, that's my major problem with it.
Right.
The application.
Therein lies the problem.
Yeah, application of the rules. Unless you apply them to everyone evenly, the rules are worthless.
Right. They want us to fight with our hands tied behind our back.
Well, that's basically what
they don't want you to fight. They don't even want you to fight. They want you to just kick back and take it. How do you like that? That's their attitude. Fuck you, you know?
Well, here's the deal. Not enough people are speaking up, not walking around terrified of losing this, that, or the other because they can't say something or whatever. Too many people say shit on social media. They may they may be famous in some sort of fashion or another, or a big business, and they all apologize whenever the woke don't like something they're doing. That's a problem. When the people who
I've quoted laws that are on the books, and then I've got your comment goes against fake book whatever 30 days, and I appeal it. Okay, we got that wrong. Sometimes I get that too. But then they'll say, "Oh, that was hate speech," and I'm like, "Well, the government's the one putting these laws out, so they're the hateful ones. So why are you blocking me for 30 days?" And they pin this stuff on you, and you can't defend yourself. They say it was hate speech, it was racist, and then you're gone, and you're gone for 30 days. And then how do you like that? And that just burns the shit out of me. Sets my hair on fire.
I don't know, Dave. I've appealed all of my suspensions. There's been, I think, I don't even remember. It's like 15 or 20, somewhere in between there. I can't remember. Long time. It's been a long time, really. But I have never once.
You gotta up your game.
Never once have gotten an answer. Not one time.
I used to lose them all. Now I'm winning about 75-80%. This is the longest I've been on. I should keep my mouth shut. This is the longest I've been on without getting blocked. Going into my second month now.
I had one.
Well, the thing is, it's not normally people blocking you. It's just this algorithm that reads a word. If you have a word in your post that the algorithm catches, that triggers it.
Yeah, that right. That
Yep.
too, Nick. But also, you go to a public forum where it's it's like a public news thing, and you voice your opinion. You're getting hassled by actual. You can see how many dislikes are on your post before all of a sudden you get a message that says, "Oh, you overstepped your bounds. You told the truth. You used your freedom of speech. How dare you?" And boom, you're gone. So it's both. It's logarithms looking for words. It's also these little weaselly, mealy mouth bastards out there that they're just gang up on you.
Yeah, all the ones that claim they're all against, fascism. They're the fascists.
Yeah.
Want to shut everybody up. Like, how
Absolutely.
hypocritical can you be?
Well, don't you ever
just
see
the
them?
opposite of what they're.
Don't you ever see them when they're asked questions in public? First of all, they crowd around you and they tell the person, "Don't talk to that person. They're from conservative media. You don't talk to that person." And then they start harassing that person, and you can't even have a conversation with them. They don't want to hear it. The first words out of their mouth, "Well, I don't accept that. No, I don't believe that." And I'm like, "Well, what the hell is this all about?" It's one way.
Oh yeah, it was like this. It's
The
just
hypocrisy
racist.
is rampant.
Yeah, this racist ass woman on MSNBC, Joy Reid, had that interview with this guy about this critical race theory, and he tore her ass up, but she barely let him talk. And then MSNBC says, "Oh, she owned him." Like, no, she didn't let him fucking talk. He said, "Next time you actually want to have a debate, then call me." Shit. Because she gets mad and just goes off the chain and doesn't allow the man to talk.
Yeah,
He can't defend himself.
It's
And she
all
straight up says, "Well, it's my show. It's going to go the way I want it to." Well, there you have it.
Yeah, there you go.
Because that's about the most racist woman I've ever seen in my life. Joy Reid.
Yeah, she's a piece of work. Let's see. I just think I saw something here.
Maxine Waters is right up there with her.
Oh, Barbara Ammons is here.
With her best pal, Louis Farrakhan. She loves Louis Farrakhan.
Let's see. Hello, Valerie. How are you? Larry Burns. Hell, I've said some nasty shit and challenged Facebook. Surprised I haven't been in Facebook jail. Robert Wood is with us. Kevin Bearden, of course, is with us.
Hey, Kevin,
So
Larry, Robert Wood.
Well, here. Oh, Matt's here. Hello, Matt.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we read you loud and clear. Over.
Cool.
10-4, good buddy.
10-4, coming over.
I've been fucking around with this. I found a pair of Bluetooth headphones and trying to get them working.
You sound like your inside of your head is hollow.
Yeah, it's a bit muffled. In a barrel or something. Not as bad as being in a barrel, but just a little muffled.
Well, you don't pay attention to whatever I fucking say anyway, so what does it really?
Well, that's true, but still.
You're a little bassy. You're missing some highs, but if you up the audio a little bit, we'll hear you much better. You want to come up there with that melodious audio.
Well, then you guys are going to be too loud and shit. Wait a minute. Maybe I can turn the phone down and the speaker up on the Bluetooth thing.
There you go. Choke up on it.
I don't know. Say something.
Something.
That's better. You say something. You're the one testing your audio.
Way.
Something's clicking. We got crickets out there.
Oh, yeah, that was the volume button.
The clickster. It's not one of those. It's not one of those ones where you tap on the side of your head and it changes the volume.
No, these are like $5.99 or something.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Oh,
They've been in a drawer for probably 5 years, but fuck it.
I'm Glad to see you're sparing no expense for the show
Wow.
there, Matt.
Yeah. Quality products all
Yep.
the time.
Yeah.
No, so it was probably some a gift of some sort to somebody, and nobody ever fucking used it. But I just ran across them a couple of days ago, and I was like, I don't know how to do Bluetooth. I have to try to figure this out.
Does it look like one of those things that Uhura had sticking out of her ear in communications?
Actually, it's got like a little, looks like a little neck collar you put on, and the headphones come out of that.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a lot of people
They got
have
this one.
them. My wife has them.
They've got some ones now where you put them, you just pop them back in the case, and the case is actually a charger. The case actually has a battery in it. The case charges up, so you don't have to have it plugged in the wall. You take the case with you. They're magnetic. The little earbuds know where to go, and they click back in by themselves, and they start charging again. You can sometimes get 3 or 4 charges out of the case by itself without plugging it into the wall, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, for the first 3 months, and then it doesn't work
Yeah,
anymore.
my daughter has a pair of them.
Yeah. Then you spend another $29.99.95 and buy another one
Yeah. Yeah,
from Ronco.
it's like my phone. I
Yeah,
mean,
Popeil's Pocket Fisherman or something.
like the month after I started,
You know,
after month
You know
after,
Ronco, the makers of the Funbeam Screwmaster.
it's like my phone, man. I quit, I was done paying for it, and a month later, the battery started to go. Larry Burns
That's
says,
how they time it. Exactly.
yeah, I swear. My wife says hers is done being paid for, and it took a little while, but it now, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, but now the battery's going down. So, and like, the battery's kind of half of the damn phone. I mean,
Well, now most of these phones, you can't change the battery unless you get some professional to do it for you, because you'll rip the phone to shreds trying to get the battery up.
yeah. Well, in the end, apparently Kevin Bearden is having pool problems. It's some high-end problems you got there, Kevin. That's nice.
Yeah, Matt had pool problems too. You get that light fixed there, Matt?
No, oh my God. Everybody came home yesterday from vacation. What a lovely time that was. Got bitched out right off the bat.
Well, that was quick. I thought they were gone for like a month or something. Have they been gone that long?
Don't tell me shit. No, it's been like, what has it been? 10 days or something. But the pool guy was over here yesterday to put the light bag in that he made me take out, and didn't have a gasket for it or a screw for it. And well, fuck, he put. And then the wife's bitching. No, he didn't clean it. He didn't clean the pool. He acted like he was. I wasn't really paying attention to what the fuck the guy. I don't know.
Maybe you need a new pool guy.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Hey, put your kids to work, Matt. Don't you pay to feed them and house them and clothe them and all that good stuff? They come earn their keep.
Yeah, send them out there with a hard bristle brush.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what you use.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And you don't have to pay them because you're already paying them, reparations, so to speak, but giving them a roof over their head and food in their stomach.
Yeah.
clothes on their back.
Yeah. Send them out there with
How
a
does that
Q-tip.
work?
So the guy shows up knowing the light is broke with no screw and no gasket to put in the light so everyone doesn't get electrocuted. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd be kind of
pretty much.
pissed. I'd be kind of pissed.
Well, the wife was. She's like, "What the fuck is this?" Because he has the light. It has the electrical cord is like a lead of about 3 foot. So the light is sitting up on the outside of the pool, and I put a flower pot over it so the dog couldn't fuck with it. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, well, I hadn't put it back in yet. He's like, what the fuck?
So is the pool filled back up at this point?
No, because the light's like only halfway up.
Yes, I did that. No, he said he could put it in with the pool filled. He says, all right. Oh, it's full. I filled it. Yeah.
How in the fuck can you put
He's
in
a scuba diver.
Yeah, how in the fuck can you do that? The water is going to be in there. How does that work? And then he turns on the
Hey,
light.
I asked him that. He said, no, it's all right. And he's going to be in there putting the fucker in, not me. So I draw the line there. I ain't putting the fucker back in.
He gets electrocuted and fried. That's not on you.
Because that water I just filled up with is going to be fucking cold. It ain't going to heat up in 2 days.
Throw a little salt in there, and just for shits and giggles, and see if it charges his ass for being a dumbass.
I'm sure he'll get bitched out tomorrow. The wife will probably let him have it. This is supposed to be done, everything before they got back and such forth. I had, oh, fuck. I had to use a fucking pipe wrench to get the screw out once I drilled the head off. Those seized on there, but that's neither here nor there.
Eric said it feels like Wednesday, doesn't it? Eric, this is Wednesday. Check your calendar.
No, it's Thursday. You fucking win him on that.
Now, Jerry, what happened to that condo collapse down there?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
know
the talk
that.
of the day.
Well, my guess is the same thing that usually happens. And some building inspectors got paid off, and the construction wasn't too good. That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, or poor grade components, or condo mondo.
Or the poor grade construction, of course. But Florida has sinkholes every goddamn where. So if you don't go down to the bedrock to support something, it's going to eventually fall the fuck down.
There really isn't any bedrock in Florida, Nick. You go down there, you can go on the original ground level. Okay, you go down 3 feet, you hit water. They build up
or bedrock coral if you're in the right area.
They build up the ground here, or down in South Florida, 20, 30 feet in the air. The thing is by the time they're done, you don't realize it. But everything down there is, because it's only, I think, 3 foot above sea level down there. Well, there's 100 people missing. I don't know how many goddamn owners are still alive. That's what happens when you...
There was, I think I heard there was 102 that they found alive, and then like 99 or 100 that are still missing or some shit like that they don't know. the status of.
But the whole damn building went down a sinkhole?
No, there was not.
Well, we don't know what happened.
There wasn't a sinkhole.
Structural failure or something.
Well, it's sort of pancake, but if the
Yeah.
bottom part buckled,
I'm looking at
Yeah,
a picture of
It's
it.
the middle of it that took a shit.
Yeah, I'm looking at
It's the way it happened. Is the middle of it took a shit.
I'm looking at a picture of it as we speak, and you can see down into the condos at this. Well, some of them you can. Some of them are full with the floor or roof above them. The steel is everywhere. Apparently, that didn't hold the concrete together.
It's just a structural collapse then.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
not
Listen,
foundational.
back when Hurricane Andrew, back in, was it 95 or 4 or whatever the fuck it was, okay? When I went
Yeah,
through
around there.
Miami on Homestead, damn near every house was flattened. And what they found out was that most of these houses were substandard because everybody was paying off the building inspectors. They changed all the rules. Some of these building inspectors actually went to prison. I'm sure that wasn't it, but they became the scapegoats for everything. It was amazing. You would go down there and see house after house after house. I knew a guy who used to frame houses, and he would tell me back in the 70s, they would put the steel in for the pad for the house, and the inspector would come out, sign off on it. He'd get their thing. They'd get 30 or 40 or 50 guys. They'd pick the steel up and move it to the next house down and pour the concrete with no steel in that house. And then, that's how they they could do 4 or 5 houses like that without, and everybody was wondering why their floors had 2-inch cracks in them.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah. Substandard.
Oh yeah, there's the old scam of you skimp on the cement and make it, just put more water in it. You don't use as much cement, and then that don't fucking last either. And blah blah blah.
Well, you go to a construction site in South Florida now, they got them, there's companies now that do this shit. They go out there and they test the cement, every truck, everything. It's crazy, man. I don't know how old the building was. I don't know anything about it. But you can bet buildings don't just fucking collapse unless there is a major fucking problem. And my guess is we're going to find out that they knew what the problem was. Now, I lived in a building and managed a building. There was literally a hole underneath the building. So when it poured rain, we were kind of on a downhill incline. So the rain would come down around where the stairs were to go upstairs, and it was an open, hallways, and would just go into this hole and just keep going in and in and in and in. I took 5-gallon buckets of dirt, poured it in the hole. It was like, putting 3 grains of sand on the beach. So they had to call people in, drill holes every so many feet, and they had to pump concrete underneath the building. They pumped concrete for 16 straight hours, for 2 days, to fill that hole. Okay, that's just
That's a hell of a That's a hell of a cavity under there. Holy moly!
Yeah, and I'm telling you, there was a crack about 6 or 8 inches above the ground that went completely all the way around the building. There were the stairs on the other side were not cracked, but you could see where they were twisting because the building had shifted so much. There were cracks in the floor that were up to a half-inch wide in one apartment I was in. Usually they were just literally cracks. There was another one that was about a quarter-inch wide, I remember. Yeah. If a truck went by, the entire building shook. So, there you go.
It was built in 1981.
Well, that would explain it.
Champlain Towers, South Condo, in Surfside, Florida.
That would explain it. The 80s
12 stories, 136 condominium units.
Yep. That was back in the 80s. Everything was going condo back then. I mean, in the whole country, really. But they were turning apartment buildings into condo because somebody realized we could sell apartments. Basically, what they were doing was making apartments, calling them condos, and then selling them to people for way too much fucking money. That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could stuff twice or stuff 3 times as many people into the same space and charge them all the same money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, listen to this. Building units ranged in size from 1 to 4 bedrooms and from 1,200 to 4,500 square feet. Units currently on the market were available for $600,000 to $700,000.
Yep.
Thanks for playing.
Yep.
4,500 feet. Now that's a little ridiculous for a fucking vertical condo. I've never heard anything like that before.
Well, that's like a suite on the top floor, probably, is how they normally do that. They kind of do that with hotels. You know, they don't make them 4,500 square feet, but condos, they will do that. God knows what's in Trump Tower. I don't know how big the condos
Oh, yeah,
are.
that'd be like, that apartment would be the whole fucking floor, 4,500 square feet.
Well, depending
Yeah,
on
probably an entire floor.
depending on the size of the actual building, it could be two on each floor. If it's one on each floor, normally that would be like the penthouse. Normally that'd be like the penthouse, the top floor.
Does anybody remember that article, the report? This house, the only thing that sunk was the guy's bedroom floor gave out and wound up in a sinkhole. And I mean, it was that bad that he disappeared. They never found him.
There was an article, yeah. I don't know about that. I remember the one. I think it was in Florida actually, but his entire trailer.
That's right. Yep, I think that's where it was.
Him and his entire trailer fell into a sinkhole, and they wouldn't go down and try to get him. And his brother was going crazy because he was trying to get down there, and they wouldn't let him go down there. So it's listen. I got sinkholes on my property. I got one in my yard. I got one down there where the drive, my drive coming up. I got the deepest one's probably 4.5 foot deep. Now there's one out down on my neighbor's property right by the road. That thing is probably 10 foot deep. And I can tell you this, the one in my yard and the one out by my drive are definitely getting deeper. Not by much, but they're definitely getting. I actually have 2 in my yard. They're not big. One's about 5-6 foot long. The other one's probably 3 or 4 foot long. Okay.
Ever watched any of those videos where, it looks like regular land. It's after a rainstorm, and then all of a sudden, it looks like a river, and the trees and the soil, and you've got it looks like a water going down a drain, and there goes the trees, there goes the plants, that's where the hell is it going? And it's gone. Well, to suck that much water down, that much debris, that's a big freaking hole.
Well, they suck up houses and everything, cars, houses.
You gotta remember, even up where I live, Florida is not that far above sea level. So there's fresh water under the ground, obviously, like anywhere else. And the thing is, like up north, there's a lot of rocks and boulders and shit in the ground. Here it's sand and then clay. Okay. I mean, my well is only 60 feet, I think. So,
Oh yeah, it doesn't take much to drill a water well over here in Louisiana either.
no.
We can hit salt water at about 900 feet, but fresh water, it doesn't take much.
I'm very happy my property does not flood. All the water and everything kind of flows downhill and around the house and down and off the property. My neighbor, we had 9 straight days of rain last year. He literally had water from his, I'd say he had a lake. His entire property up to his fucking house was water. Yeah, he used 4-wheel drive to get through. Crazy shit.
Anybody ever hear of this waterfall that you have no idea where the water goes? It's there's like 2 waterfalls in this place, and one of them goes down like I don't know if it goes down a hole or.
Yeah, I saw that. They
don't know where it fucking comes up. They tried putting dye in it. They tried putting tracking devices in it.
Yeah.
But they can't figure out where the fuck it comes out anywhere.
And it doesn't show up anywhere. What they need to do is put some kind of a good tracking device that will be picked up by the satellite. I don't know. Then again, it's underground. It's probably shielded. How deep can the satellite go underground before it stops receiving the transmissions? But yeah, it's like, where's it go? It's gone. It's like this underground caverns go for who knows how far and how deep. It's spooky.
We had the Walmart in Chiefland. Sinkhole opened up in their parking lot, and it took a whole bunch of shit. They wouldn't let you near it, and I didn't realize it happened until I don't know, it was like a week later. And I remember going there for like 2 weeks. All you saw was concrete trucks coming in. Couldn't tell it happened. Now I got a brand new parking lot over on that side and everything. Stephen Joseph Biddy is here. Eric Driver has brought up the conspiracy of the week, I guess. There's a bunch of conspiracies floating around about John McAfee's suicide after he threatened to spill the beans on the Clintons. Why can't anything just happen and be that's it? Okay. I have news for you. All the Clintons, I know a lot of shit happens around, with their name attached. I get it. And some of it just ain't fucking right. And Chelsea does not look like her mother or her father. She looks like Whip Hubble, exactly almost. And I get that. Okay. But not everybody that was killed around the Clintons was killed by the fucking Clintons. Sorry. Although the earth is flat. So I'll give you that one. Let's see. McAfee got a tattoo that said he didn't kill himself. Then the flight log of a plane leaving there. Oh, Lord. Before this week, nobody knew who John McAfee was.
I did.
Well, I did. I know who he is.
Exactly who he is.
I'm saying
created the virus scan software.
I said I know who he is too, but I said most people. I mean, apparently he was in jail at one time for fucking murder in some foreign country. Listen, I don't know if he killed himself.
Fucking character, there's no doubt about that.
I'm sure he knew shit I don't know. This is why if I ever become rich, I'm never going to go hang out with the Clintons. Okay.
I
That's
don't
a-
understand.
that's a
why
good thing,
Spain
even if
would
you're
arrest
dirt
them
poor.
for fucking tax evasion in the United States. I don't understand that part. Or why did he get arrested in Spain? I don't know.
He was arrested in one
It's
country.
tax evasion.
The fuck does Spain care about tax evasion in the United States?
Maybe they were holding him for the United States. I have no idea. Here's what I do know. He was in jail in some, I think, South American country for murder. I could be wrong about the South America part, but I did read he was in jail for murdering his neighbor or some shit.
I don't know. He's a weird dude, but you know, I don't know. I don't know that much about him. Obviously, he was a fucking multi-millionaire, and I'm sure he rubbed elbows with a lot of the Epstein, or maybe Epstein himself. I have no idea.
Well, I don't know. I don't think Epstein killed himself. I think Epstein did kill himself, really. It wasn't like he wasn't going to spend the rest of his life in prison. We don't even hear about his girlfriend anymore. That's the biggest thing in the damn news.
Oh yeah, they sure are protracting that out. I don't understand it. It's gotta something's gotta give with her sooner or later. Together.
Yeah, well,
Oh, Spain arrested him on behalf of the United States for tax evasion and illegal promotion of cryptocurrency projects.
yeah.
So Spain was just holding him until they can get him extradited. You know, a judge would clear it.
What the fuck is with all these rich people that don't pay their taxes? Why?
Yeah.
I mean, that fucking greedy. I mean, just pay your fucking taxes, and you know you're still gonna be rich. What the fuck? I ain't going to jail. I'm gonna pay my fucking taxes.
If he'd have paid his damn taxes, he'd still be alive. He wouldn't have had to fucking kill himself if that happened. But still.
Nick
You know?
believes that the Clintons went
Get
in
some
there.
act right, Eddie.
Hillary put on a Mexican mustache, went to the Spain prison, killed him. Dave Glovin is here. Dave Glovin does a show on Facebook called Boogie with the Bull. It's on daily. A lot of people watch, know of him. Has guests all the time. We used to have guests too, but we pissed too many of them off.
Well, put them on.
Tax evasion is how they got Al Capone. That's absolutely correct. Shorty Sullivan is here.
Well, why haven't they gotten Al Sharpton yet? It's been decades.
Yeah, right.
Well, they got Al Capone on tax evasion because he was a fucking criminal enterprise. I mean,
Yeah.
the McAfee had a legitimate business. I mean, that's how he got Al Capone. It's not the same thing.
It's what they're getting Chauvin's wife on now. They're busting Chauvin's wife too.
Really? Oh, you know that they have this judge that wants to put out this oh shit, what they call it, it's community, some kind of goddamn shit survey.
It's not a family
Community
show.
interaction or a community, yeah, but yeah, it's community impact survey because Chauvin's going to get sentenced soon. So they put out this survey on this website for the community to go and answer, how are you affected by his death? And to see how bad they're going to sentence his ass.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus
what
Christ.
kind of shit show y'all got going on here?
Yeah. Hey, Dave, this is not a family show. You can fucking say anything you want. We don't care. We get kicked off, oh fucking well. I'll just go to bed earlier. Makes no difference to me. If you got Skype, we can bring you on, Dave. No problem. What?
It is like the Addams family, Dave.
The George Floyd statue they unveiled for Juneteenth has already been vandalized. That's fucking hilarious. That's Eric Driver. That's fucking hilarious.
It sounded funny, Nick. What do you mean by the Addams family?
I'm just saying, it's crazy motherfucker.
Oh, I thought you
Get
were
thrown
calling,
off.
I thought you were calling me Jerry Uncle Fester or something.
Fucking Gomez, Lurch,
Boy,
or
they
Uncle
right.
Fester. That's fucking beautiful. Sing. Of practicing law in New York. We're having bad weather here. That's why the internet sucks. So, anybody have an answer
Yeah,
for
it
that?
just kind of locked up a little.
Yeah, a couple times actually.
Well, they stripped him of his law license because they claim he lied to Congress or whoever the fuck about the election being stolen by the Biden administration. Now, what they claim he lied about is not disclosed.
Yeah.
Because they all claim it's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
It's some liberal judge did this shit, I'm sure.
Listen,
Rudy. Well, I don't think Rudy has practiced law in fucking 30 years, anyways.
Well,
oh no, he was Trump's lawyer. He was representing Trump as a lawyer.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, per se. But he's not going to the courthouse every day and fucking working.
No, not really.
Listen,
most lawyers don't anyway.
Anybody can give law advice if you know the law. I mean, you don't have to be a lawyer for that. But in the end, Rudy Giuliani brought down the fucking mob in New York City. Do you really think he's scared of some liberal fucking judge? If he wants his law license back, he'll probably get it.
I give out advice all the time. I don't get money for it, but it's free.
Well, I should tell you something there, Dave. It's pretty
fun. Really?
Stephen Joseph Biddy says...
Yeah, who's asking you for advice?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. We should wait on the answer to that. I think Dave just goes around giving it out because, no one's really asking. That's probably it. It's pretty fucked up.
Well, I want to see what happens. I can learn from their mistakes.
So you're just basically sending people to their death to see what happens? Really? That's nice, Dave. That's real fine. It is. It's pretty fucked up to go from being an ex-mayor of New York City, being welcomed as a patriotic person when 9/11 happened, and now you're disbarred from practicing law in the same city. Only in America it's fucked up. I have to agree with that. That is fucked up. I was thinking about that today. It is fucked up. This guy was everybody's hero.
That's a liberal hit job.
Yeah.
It's a liberal hit job. It's exactly what it is. just like they did with Trump.
There were two people. There was Bush and there was Rudy Giuliani, and of the two of them, Rudy Giuliani's he could have been voted in as president of the United States at that time. That's how popular he was.
Absolutely. I would have voted for him. They were complaining when it wasn't him that implemented the stop and frisk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cleaned the shit up out of New York.
Yeah,
now
sure
it's back
did.
to a
I
shithole.
remember when he was still mayor, I went to a New Year's Eve thing there. And yeah, I got pushed up against the building. They frisked me, and okay, you're okay. I could have told you that, but I didn't see the statistics, but I can imagine they got a lot of contraband off of people doing that.
Oh yeah, a lot of guns, knives. Probably stopped quite a few murders in the process.
Yep.
Everything.
I didn't mind it.
All these freaking.
Well, yeah, you know a shifty motherfucker when you see him.
Listen, if you're just
It's
hanging
quite
out,
obvious.
if you're hanging on a fucking street corner all fucking day, I gotta tell you, the cop wants to stop. I have no problem with that. You want to know why? Because I don't hang out on a street corner all fucking day. Okay? I do my thing, I come home. I'm at home most of the time. I'm not hanging out in the streets looking shady. It's not what I'm doing. So fuck you if you think that's racist. Look at your city now.
Yeah,
And
looking like a local homie.
And the people who are getting killed the most in these Democratic-run cities are blacks. That's fact. All murders and
But you're not supposed to mention that.
Yeah, most of the Democratic-run cities, the murder rate is up by a good deal, and the people getting killed the most are black.
Blacks and people that wander down the wrong street. Blacks and tourists that wander down the wrong streets.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, I'm having harder and harder time feeling sorry for these people. They keep electing the same morons who keep giving them the same stupid shit, and they're complaining about living in a war zone.
They're getting the same welfare, the same freebies. They got them by their neck and feet. Vote for me, and I'll keep going with the welfare, and we'll keep giving you this, and don't go to work, and don't worry about it.
Yep.
You could be a single mother with 8 kids, and just kick the husband out, and we'll be your daddy.
Yep. They come down amongst the people to scream, rant, and rave and pound their chest and tell them that we got to fix this. We have to do something. We need more money from Washington to fix this. And then they win the election. That's the last time the people see them till the next election. And they all know it. Yet they keep voting for the same fucking shit. I don't care what kind of Democrat you vote for. Okay? Or what kind of rhino Republican you vote for. The exact same shit is going to happen, whether it's one of these socialist Democrats or a regular Democrat. The same stupid shit is going to happen.
Yeah, they tell you, this needs to be the outcome, but they never tell you how to get to that outcome.
Yeah.
They never come up with the solution. It's just like, well, we need comprehensive gun control. Well, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
Really?
Or
in plain English, tell me exactly what the fuck that means.
The main thing they need always is more money.
We need comprehensive judges.
Yeah.
We need judges that are going to lock these bastards up and put them away. Give them full extent of the law. There's too much of this revolving door crap. Stop. Screw the gun control. How about some criminal control? How about we're rid of these oh, that's right. We're going to go back to that. Crooked judges and crooked politicians. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Well, the criminals get to keep their guns.
Well,
they don't register their guns.
Biden today said that
they steal them from people that are registered, so maybe they think it's still registered.
Biden today said that the Second Amendment has never been absolute. That's probably why they put "I shall not infringe" on it, just so Joe could read that and say it's not absolute. It's absolutely absolute. That's what "do not infringe" means.
It's the shortest amendment there is.
Libtards hear that and go with it, and they use it for their talking point. Well, Second Amendment isn't written in stone. Well, yes, it is. Don't you understand?
The entire Constitution is written in stone. There's not a lot of even horrible, corrupt politicians don't want to change the Constitution because they know there'll be a war. I did see a post where Biden reminded us.
My professor told me that the Constitution is unconstitutional.
Yeah. I did see a post where Biden reminded us of America having nukes if we didn't comply with their gun law. That's not what he said. Okay. I'm going to defend Joe Biden. I absolutely hate the fact that I have to do this because everybody wants to see the worst in everything. That's not what he said. What he said was, if you're going to go to war with government, you're probably going to need some F-15s and some fucking maybe some nuclear warheads. Okay, that's what he said. He didn't threaten Americans with F-15 or 16, whatever the fuck it was, and nuclear warheads. He didn't. Everybody on Facebook now, I've seen about 10 posts say, he said he was going to nuke us. No, he didn't. He said enough stupid shit up to that point to where you should be concentrating on that instead of the fact of what we are concentrating on, the F-15s and fucking nuclear warheads. Okay? He never said that. That's not what he meant. Guys, there are legitimate gripes with the government. And then there's this. Okay? He didn't say that. Stop letting the fucking Facebook and these goddamn idiots on these freaking alternative news sites tell you that he threatened the whole fucking country with nuclear warheads. He didn't. That's how they get clicks. All right.
But he did mumble and stumble around a bit before he got to that part.
Yeah.
In a way, what is he saying? We've got all the armament and we can do whatever we want. And you're not going to be able to win against us. Is pretty much that's the other side of the coin.
He's absolutely fucking right. We can't win against them in a fighting, shooting war. He's absolutely fucking right. I've been saying this. Matt's been saying this for I don't know how many years now. We cannot beat the U.S. fucking government.
We can't fight in a fight, right? And we can't win with elections to get rid of them because
I know.
Corrupted.
I know.
And they cheat at the polls.
So
we're fucked all around.
Yeah, therein lies the problem, which will eventually come to a violent end, one way or the other. It's just that simple. Joe Biden is a horrible man. Joe Biden is a horrible president. Joe Biden stole the presidency or had it stolen for him, really. Okay. And Dave is also absolutely correct. We can't fight him with guns. We certainly can't fight him with AR-15. Sorry, guys. The politicians are going to find out real quick that they are not assault weapons. Okay. Can't fight them at the voting booth either. I don't give a shit about all these voting changing and shit the states are all doing and all the goddamn audits and the rest of this. I don't care about none of it. Because in the end, they're just finding another way to cheat. If anybody out there believes they have not been cheating elections since I don't know how many years, okay, my guess is you're an idiot.
Jesus Christ, the guy in Georgia, the fucking guy in Georgia that was caught tampering with ballots after the judge says they were under court protection, admitted it.
Yeah, they've been cheating on the ballot.
And they said that the guy, the oversight, whatever it is, .ga, the guy who watchdogs, he goes, hey, this is kind of a problem. They're like, no shit.
They've been cheating.
What should we do about it?
Yeah.
What should you do about
They've
it?
been cheating as long as I can remember. Every time they said they're going back and, oh, we just found a whole pallet of ballots in a warehouse. What were they doing there? They're just keeping them on hand in case they need more ballots to win in their favor. I guess that's the way it is.
I love that when they find they find a box of ballots. How do they not know they're there in the first place? Aren't they supposed to keep track of this shit and know exactly where each ballot is? They
Yep.
find them. Horse shit. Shorty Sullivan, remember it's military that controls the big guns and it's against the Constitution to fire them on American people. All right, Shorty, let me ask you a question. I want you, it's not even a question. I'm going to give you a scenario. Okay? You're a single woman. You were married to a very violent man, not the one you are currently married to, just in general. Okay? He beat the fuck out of you, threatened to kill you, almost killed you. Okay? You finally get divorced. He went to jail, but he got worse. So you're afraid. He's getting out. He has threatened your life from jail. So what do? You go down to the courthouse and you get a restraining order. That is a legal paper, just like the Constitution is. That states that this guy can't come within a certain amount of feet or miles from you. How safe are you going to feel? Okay, you think about that.
Restraining order don't fix crazy.
You guys do not look at history realistically. The Civil War, there were people that quit the Union Army to go fight for the South. There's zero doubt of that. Okay. But much like now, the Union Army was controlled by the federal government back then. Okay. As it is now. And most of the people that were in the Union Army stayed in the Union Army to fight for the Union. And what the federal government and the Union Army did was choke off supplies to everyone. And I'm going to tell you something. Whether it takes guns, F-15s, they won't use nuclear weapons, but well, you never know, some nut job might, but I doubt it. Okay? When you see the tanks rolling down the streets of your quiet little neighborhood or something, are you going to go out and wave the Constitution at them?
Amen. The personnel carriers, the troops jumping out.
Yep.
They'll just hire people that don't give a shit.
They will use contractors. And believe me, 85-90% of the U.S. military will stay with the U.S. military. And I have further news for you. If we started some kind of war when Trump was in office, Trump was not going to put up with that shit, and he'd have sent the military after us also. Okay? That's how it works, folks. Now you can go listen to some guy who was a sergeant in the fucking army telling you that, well, we could do this and we could do that, or Jesse Ventura saying, well, we could do this and we could do all this bullshit, fucking Alex Jones and all the rest of these motherfuckers, okay? How we could win. It's possible. Everything in the world is possible. We could win. But it would take years and millions would die and it would be just a bloodletting. And most of us sitting here right now would not be alive.
It's like Matt said a while back. It'd be like you're living like cave. You'd be living like cave people.
First thing they will do is
the never-ending guerrilla war.
They will cut off the internet to everybody. They will cut off the cell phones. They will cut off, if you have home phones, they'll cut them off. Okay, they'll cut off the radios, the TVs, everything. Not to mention, we all are online everywhere. They will watch our every fucking move.
And then you'll have neighbors ratting out neighbors.
Yep, that's bad.
It'd be like Nazi. It'd be just like Nazi Germany.
They're already doing that with this COVID shit. They got people ratting out people already.
And the red flag laws, same thing. Giving people an avenue. Oh, you want to get this guy? Just go call him up and say he threatened you with something, and we'll take all his shit, and then he's got to go to court to get it back. We don't care whether he did or not. We'll just go over there and clean him out.
Okay, Shorty Sullivan gave us an answer. So here we go. She said she would feel perfectly safe. I actually been there personally. He got out, and if he shows up, I'll exercise my Second Amendment right to get rid of the threat and have him hauled off by the coroner. Really? That's what you're going to do? Okay. You know what? I want you to remember something. And I don't normally like to do this because I like you. I do. All right. But after the election, you sat there, looked, and screamed up and down that Trump was going to end up being president before it was over. And I haven't heard you say word one about that. Okay. I have news for you. There are women in this country that own guns, have them in their homes or on their person, that die daily at the hands of violent people. I don't ever wish to hear about you being killed that way anymore, but I'm going to tell you, you know, all the patriotism and all that shit, when shit hits the fan, goes the fuck out the window. Do you actually believe that the United States fucking military is the most patriotic fucking thing on the planet? Do you believe that? Darling, I was in the United States Marine Corps. It is a famous organization. When colors came around in the morning or at evening, people would dive through doors so they didn't have to stand attention to the flag because it just got fucking old. Okay. They are no more patriotic than we are. Most of the guys in there are kids, and they're worried about what kind of women they're going to meet on the weekend, how they're going to come up with beer money, and all the rest of it. Now, I get it. Your son is in the Army now, and so on and so forth. But you need to step back and look at things a whole lot.
Navy.
Oh, yeah, Navy, sorry. Well, you know. But still,
Well, that's a good argument. They're so patriotic. They wouldn't do that to, it all comes down to money. Like I said, Uncle Shitty pays you the 1st and the 15th every month. You gotta do what they fucking tells you to do.
it's been happening throughout history. throughout our history and world history. I didn't mean to piss anyone off with my comment. You didn't piss anybody off, Robert. It's just people are always taking shit because they don't like somebody and they let that overtake what's actually happening. That's all. And you're not the only one. I saw this before I came on tonight, and it was like ridiculous. That's not what he said. That's not even what he fucking meant. And my guess is he don't remember what the fuck he said.
I saw it too. Robert just got the ass end of the story, and that's just what happens. We all have that happen to us.
Yeah,
you get
no
piecemeal shit, and then you say, "Well, it's plausible," but it's not really what happened.
Yep.
Listen, on this show, we've been talking politics for a long fucking time, okay? And myself, and before Nick and Dave came on, okay, me and Matt have been debunking this bullshit since, I don't know if anybody remembers Jade Helm, and before that. Okay, where Jade Helm was a military exercise that everybody thought Obama was going to put the whole country under martial law. Now, these same people that were saying that have moved on to every other conspiracy theory and every other fucking little nitpicky fucking bullshit thing. Okay? They're never right. And people still are paying attention to them. I don't know why. Joe Biden.
Didn't Jesse Ventura make this whole documentary about this shit? Jade Helm thing?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Jesse Ventura did that?
I don't remember, to be truthful. But the whole internet was filled with, oh my God, Obama's going to put us under martial law. Jade Helm was a major military exercise, and that's what it was. People were literally terrified.
They had thousands and thousands of coffins ready and everything.
It just gives you an idea how little the mainstream America trusts their government.
Well, that's also
it's not getting better either.
Yeah, that's also a very good point too, there, Dave. But we must sit back, calm ourselves.
It's easier to take the conspiracy theory than to actually believe the government.
Yeah. Listen, guy. I mean, I'm online with darn Jade Helm, and the guy's saying, well, they dug tunnels under the Walmart to put people and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, where's the dirt? He goes, what? Where's the dirt from the tunnels that they dug out?
Well, they dug another hole and put that in it.
They have lasers and shit that dissolves the dirt into mid. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Folks. Yeah, vaporizes it. But we all know that energy can neither be created nor destroyed.
Listen,
so that didn't work.
People are more worried about.
Well, I don't know why you guys get. This is all just a simulation.
Yeah.
It's a computer simulation. Your whole reality.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. In the end, okay, we need to sit back, calm ourselves, and look at things logically. And look at this right here, what we're talking about, okay? Joe Biden said that the Second Amendment and the Constitution, he said this before, is not absolute. I don't hear anybody really talking about that. But everybody thinks he said, we're going to kill you if you try to do anything with F-15s and fucking nuclear warheads, which is not what he said and probably not what he meant. Okay. We cannot turn it to the left, people. Their hatred has put Joe Biden into office. Not by voting, but by cheating. They could have put a stick in the Oval Office and been happier with the stick than Donald Trump, who actually did some shit for the country and tried to protect the country. Okay. How many of these leftists are you seeing that are saying what a grand job Joe is doing? I hear things like, well, he's not pissing off the world, and he's not doing this, and he's not tweeting, and really? A stick, people. They would have been happy with a stick.
Yeah, he's awake today.
Yeah. Okay. He's
We
done
saw him once today.
the end of it. He said that he's been doing a pretty good job. He hasn't done anything but write executive orders. Well, in the end, folks.
Well, he's done a good job. He still remembers how to write. Maybe that's what he meant.
I don't know. I don't know what he means half the times, but this
But
was
if you
pretty
ever
cool.
watch him find one, it's almost like he's just putting his X, because it doesn't take long to write Joe Biden, apparently.
And in the end, Joe Biden is an illegitimate
He doesn't ever
president.
show them like Trump did.
The thing is about all this is there are real things happening, and we're worried about the Clintons have killed 650 fucking people. They killed John McAfee. Really? Okay. Hillary Clinton will never spend a day in prison. And the reason for that is our criminal justice system is non-existent for people like her. Our government backs her completely. And whose fault is that, folks? That's our fault. Plain and simple. We fell asleep at the fucking wheel. We quit voting. And here we are, career politicians who fuck us daily. And now we're bitching about it. It's too late.
And now he got the Hunter Biden now, his new art scam. He's a fucking artist now.
Yeah, when did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Oh, that's like a pay for play fucking scam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You buy my painting for $100,000, and I'll ask Daddy what he can do for it. It's just a fucking joke, man.
yeah, even an Obama ethics guy says, yeah, nothing could go wrong here with money laundering or anything, right?
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, these people get away with anything.
I gotta tell you something. Every time I look at Hunter Biden, I see a guy whose brain is just rotting for what he's forced to do. That guy reminds me of something who cries himself to sleep every night, I swear to God. What a weak, spineless piece of shit he is, who cannot stand up to that punk-ass Joe Biden. Jesus. Every red-blooded American male at some point in his life has stood up to his father. It's like a rite of passage. I'm not saying they get in a fight or anything like that, but, at some point you're going to do what you're going to do, whether Dad likes it or fucking not. And it's usually wrong, and he's usually right, but in the end, that don't matter. Hunter Biden has never done that.
Well, when you're, making hundreds of millions of dollars, I don't think Hunter gives the shit too much. And Joe, he's just laundering the money. So, and then keeping his name kind of clean. Everybody knows what's going on. He'll let Hunter take the rap. He's not too happy with Hunter. So that's what's going to happen.
What the fuck? He's the smartest man Joe knows.
Yeah, because he makes Joe a lot of money. His dead son can't make him shit.
Well, basically,
Hunter's the smartest man he knows right now.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. Hunter Biden doesn't do jack shit. Hunter Biden is nothing but a bag man. He brings the money from one guy to another. That's all he is.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker couldn't read his name in boxcar letters.
No, you're
I mean,
right.
he's fucking burnt.
Absolutely. He's the guy, I'm telling you, he looks like his brain has just rotted from his life. Every time I look at him, that's what I see. I don't know why. It's weird. He is.
And he's blowing paint through a crack pipe
Yeah.
and selling it for $500,000 a pop.
Yep.
You know, they need to research this shit, this anonymous buyer shit. If they don't think that's not money laundering happening here, somebody's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I read that or something about it, like, I don't know, last week maybe? I don't know. I guess when it first came out, whenever that was. And I'm like, when the fuck did he become a goddamn artist? You got people out there been artists for 40 years. Nobody has a clue who they are. They get $3 for their painting at the flea market. You know, Hunter fucking Biden's gonna get like $250,000 for a fucking painting. Are you kidding me?
Up to $500,000. I mean, I see street artists that do some awesome shit and I mean, make some beautiful paintings, and they might get $50. They ain't getting 500 grand for their painting. This motherfucker's blowing paint through a crack pipe, and you're getting 500 grand because it's some abstract shit. Well, fuck, I can draw stick figures too. Is that what I need to get into right about now?
Yeah, we could do them ones about Bill that you see on Facebook all the time. Be like Bill or Bob or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, we could make millions, Nick. You and me.
Yeah, Bob. You like Bob?
Yeah, be like Bob.
Yeah. Happy time.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some paint by number shit and just sell it off for, you know, painted a horse or something. I'm a great artist.
Oh god.
Can't see the numbers.
yeah, I hear
over it.
I hear next month he's gonna put out an album. He's like gonna be the next Beatles or something.
He's a singer now too.
Sure, why not? He's a painter.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, you know, he's a painter. I mean, why not be a
Yeah,
singer?
why not? I mean, his art's gonna be on his album. You know, I mean, his album cover is shit. It's gonna sell for millions of dollars.
What the fuck did he do? Wake up one morning a couple of weeks ago, say I'm going to Michael's because I feel like I'm a painter? I don't know. Bought him a fucking easel and then went to town, I guess.
Yeah, no, he just pulled out a crack pipe and got some paint and said, I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna blow it the other way. Instead of sucking, I'm gonna blow.
Fucking Da Vinci reincarnated.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll cut off his ear for a hooker. Maybe he's baby mama. Think about it. It could happen.
He possibly could. I wonder if he's gonna pay his baby mama all the back child support.
Fucking the baby mama probably cut off his ear.
Actually, I'll bet $5.
You ain't paid me, bitch.
I'll bet $5 that goddamn child support is there 2 days early every month just to keep her quiet.
Oh, probably so. Because if he starts making all that money, that bitch is coming after his ass. But I'm sure the courts, because of the way they are, liberal courts, they're gonna just disregard whatever the fuck she says and give him a pass. That's how it's been going.
Well, you know.
Yeah, he probably got to give her $500 a month.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to defend her being a fucking stripper and a hooker. My guess is she saw Cha-Ching the minute she laid eyes on him. And when she got pregnant, that was probably the happiest day of her fucking life. So I think they deserved each other.
That's the one liberal abortion that never happened because she said, "I'm gonna screw this motherfucker."
Yep.
And then, yeah, that got turned around on her. He said, "Fuck you, bitch. We got too much power.
It's like Meghan
You're
Markle.
nobody."
She saw that fucking dullard, fucking weak-spined prince coming around. She said, "Cha-ching."
Oh yeah,
I just read an article
the
where
land of opportunity
I
going on.
just read an article on Breitbart about them in that Oprah interview, and they lied about half the shit that was on there.
Yeah, I didn't read the article, but I saw the headline. Yeah, it was all bullshit.
Yeah. They didn't want their kid to have a title because of that dumb in the name. What the fuck is what? Holy shit!
Or
And he's yeah, I agree. I agree. Yes, I agree. I'm like, dude, you need to go to man camp or something. I don't know, because you are just a big wuss. He is like the epitome of,
exactly, big
you know,
puss.
he's a pussy whip. He's just he's like the definition's got his picture. I swear to God. Well, anyway, the comments dried up.
It can't be that good.
Well, quite frankly, she makes my skin crawl, so that wouldn't work at all for me.
So, on a different note, y'all read this whole Britney Spears
Oh,
debacle
shit.
going on right now?
Yeah, I don't know how much of that's true, but if any of it's true, that is fucked up. I feel bad for her. I actually do. And I could care less about Britney Spears. I never liked her music or her. But damn.
Right.
Well,
She's worth $50 million.
well, her father.
Her dad's been like that. You know, they're from Louisiana, Kentwood, Louisiana. And that's not far from here, where I'm at. But it's come to the point to where they've got her on lithium
Yeah.
and all kind of shit
Yeah.
for like 13 years. And she's finally coming out and saying, enough is enough. They got me drugged up. You know, they got this conservatorship. That I need to get the hell out of this crap. I mean, she's like 39 years old or some shit or somewhere around there.
Idea.
She's like, I need to live my own damn life. They've got her on, yeah, they got her on, they're making her take birth control. They call the shots for her concerts, how she's got to perform, and the whole 9 yards. And these people are milking her ass dry, which kind of like a goddamn slavery is what it is.
Yeah, well, what
So
it
that's
is,
her whole point.
she's a cash cow, and I suspect her father does not have her best interests at heart. I don't know how much of that is true. All I know is if this, the whole birth control thing, putting her on lithium to control her. I mean, when is the last time anybody has heard that Britney Spears has gone off the deep end? I mean, that's years ago. She's much younger. I mean, isn't her a sister a whore too? Doesn't she have a sister that's like a slut or
Yeah,
something?
there's that too.
I mean, I don't think that the upbringing in that
Yeah,
family was
her
that
younger
fucking good
sister.
to begin with.
No, Brittany just had the talent, and they all cashed in on it and called her. Apparently, well, they say she had a nervous breakdown. True or not, who knows?
When you're
She
that,
did go through the whole thing of shaving her head and all this kind of crap, but that don't mean she had a nervous breakdown. But that's
Yeah.
where it all happened, and they took control of everything she owns, and she can't control shit. And they got her locked down in the house. She can't go anywhere. Got her forced to take all these medications, lithium of all things. That just makes you a damn zombie. So,
yeah.
I mean, poor girl, she's doing all the work and can't benefit from it.
Well, it's like a machine that makes you money. You
It's a
know,
conundrum.
eventually that machine's
It is.
going to break
It's
down.
almost like the Elvis Empire, you know.
Yeah, yeah. The difference is that her father's pulling the strings, and I got to tell you, how any man could do that to his daughter, if that's true. I mean, I have no idea. But she has made a lot of accusations, and it's not like it's just her. People have been telling her what to say, and it's okay to say this, it's okay to say that. And you can bet your ass somebody in her camp is writing all this shit down that's been happening. So in the end, I'm telling you, some of it's probably true. And there were stories back when this whole thing started where her
Oh, yeah.
father was not what you would call an upstanding citizen.
Right. And it goes all the way up to her managers and everything. I mean, she testified in court and told them that these people have me locked up, and I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. I can't have my own life. They got me on birth control. I mean, that's sad when they're forcing you to take birth control and lithium, which just keeps you like a zombie. She said, I'm just like drunk all day long.
Yep.
Because I can't function until they let me function. I'm like, it's like, child trafficking and shit.
It's a bad thing, man. How do you do that to your daughter? Her mother was no better.
Money's a evil thing.
Well, in the very beginning, if I
Oh
remember
no,
correctly,
both parents are pieces of shit.
yeah, when I remember from the beginning, she didn't care so much about the conservatory or whatever it is. She cared about the fact that her father was going to be in charge of it. And she didn't want her mother in charge of it either. Jimmy Collins is here.
Yeah, that's still her whole problem. Was they actually got what they wanted and took control of her life, and now she's fighting to get it back because she said they've been abusing me my entire life, using me, and this shit has to stop because I'm a grown ass woman. Enough is enough. And she's got this guy she wants to marry. Now she had this Kevin Federline, whatever the fuck his name is. She had 2 kids for this dude, but that's when they called her crazy and they took the kids away and God knows what else they did to her. So
Yeah,
call her incompetent.
He may not have been a good choice, that guy. I gotta admit, but think about it. What was she, like 16 or something when she made it big? I don't know. 16-year-olds cannot handle that.
Yeah.
Having
Yeah.
people pull you every which way but Sunday, having fans won't leave you the fuck alone. I mean, that shit probably fun for a 16-year-old for a little while, but when you can't go nowhere without being mobbed, that shit gets fucking old. It's like Matt said, Elvis used to have to rent the whole goddamn movie theater to go see a movie.
Yeah, she's been in this conservatorship for 13 years, and she's like 39 or somewhere around there, I think. 39 or 49, I don't remember what her age
No,
is.
it ain't 40.
Somewhere it's something 9, it's probably 39.
Could
but
be 29. She was young when she
13
made
years
it
she's
big.
been in this shit, and she went crazy. Yeah, they claim she went crazy. Her father took over with the conservatorship, and then her managers and everybody else is doing the same shit to her. They're all just milking her ass for the money, and she's getting nothing out of it.
It's a problem with all that money, man. Corrupts people, and people who aren't decent people to begin with corrupts them faster. And that motherfucker's been sitting in a big office with a big desk using his own family to get himself rich. And if they do take this off for her, I'll guarantee you she's gonna sue the fuck out of them.
Oh yeah, God knows how much money they stole from her, and she has no clue what she has because they have total control of all her finances and everything. She has no clue. They don't allow her to do anything, go anywhere unless they say she can't. And they dictate what she can do when she goes out.
It's not much of a way to live, that's for sure. I don't know. Judging by her, and I believe
And
she
why
had,
she doesn't? Why does she just refuse to fucking perform? Say fuck you. If it's gonna be like this, I'm not gonna perform or make money for anybody.
because they threatened
Well,
her.
I think she's tried that because
Yeah.
she makes her own routine, and they say no, we don't want you to do it that way. And she's like, well, no, I want it this way. And then they just fucking lambath her, and then she has no choice. And at some point, because I think she feels defeated at some point, because they've whittled her down to, you know, enough, and she just
Well,
goes
they
with it.
threaten her also. They tell her that she can't go on vacation here or like Hawaii or something. They do all kinds of stuff. She said that too.
Right, they have total control of her life,
Yeah.
her comings and goings, and money and everything.
Well, I gotta tell you, that ain't no way to live. I don't know. The fact that her parent is doing this to
Yeah,
her.
even if you're batshit crazy, it's no way to live.
Yeah. You know.
Reminds me of a story. You know when somebody wins lottery, everybody comes out of the woodwork and wants money or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, everybody's your family member at that point.
You guys know who Chaz Paul Perry is? The guy that
Yeah.
wrote The Bronx Tale, that movie.
Yeah.
Well, he was broke back in the 90s when he wrote the movie and he was trying to sell it. And he finally got an offer he wanted. They were going to give him like $2 million. So he goes, before the deal was done or got publicized or anything, he called like everybody he knew and he goes like, hey, I'm kind of hurting. I'm not doing real well right now. Can you lend me a couple thousand, 2,000, 3,000? He's like, yeah, I'd like to, but I ain't got it right now. He's like, nobody would lend him any. So then when the news came out that he sold the movie for like $2.5 million, he's like, none of these motherfuckers can call me back for shit.
There you have it.
She's still pretty good looking, Jimmy. I gotta tell you the truth. I don't think I could name one Britney Spears song. And when she was going through that crazy period, I was just sick of hearing about her. so I didn't care.
I can name one, like, hit me with your best shot.
It's Benatar.
I think it's like "Oops, I Did It Again" or something is one of the most famous. Oops, I did it again.
Well, judging by
Most
her,
of it was shit music, and she had this
I mean,
fake voice.
she got knocked up again by the lizard dude. Is that what the song meant?
Probably. I mean, twice with the Federal Lane dude or whatever the hell his name was,
she was a girl, and
because he was milking her ass too.
she was a girl, and her family used and abused her. Well, judging by her and her sister, I don't think the upbringing part of her childhood was very good, frankly.
Well, she's from Kentwood, Louisiana. That's like a podunk place around here. She just happened to be beautiful and sexy and had a voice.
Yeah.
And somebody saw her and took interest and made her famous because they lived in a goddamn trailer park. I mean, she's straight out the fucking trailer park, literally.
Hey, Jerry, we got a number one fan here. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
No, I just know the story because she's from Louisiana. I don't listen to her music. I just know the story because she's from.
Oh,
Louisiana.
come on. You gotta post her. She's beautiful and sexy. You gotta post her up.
Oh, she is. Everybody knows that. But no, I don't have any posters.
I never said she was beautiful and sexy. I don't believe Jerry said it either.
You haven't paid attention.
Well, Jimmy Collins said it. I just said she still is.
Look her up.
Thing is that back in the day,
You could actually
this is
go
what's
online
weird.
and see pictures of her getting out of a limo
I
and get the
remember,
skinny on her private parts.
yeah, and then there was the kiss with Madonna, and there was a big uproar that she should be an example for young girls, and she wasn't being one. Although I got to admit, no one ever said that about Miley Cyrus, who could not be more of a whack job.
No.
And her upbringing, believe me, Billy Ray Cyrus had like 9 children out of wedlock with different women over one of the dumbest, most annoying freaking songs in the entire world. Yeah. Silly Gay Virus.
Yeah, we were talking about dumb songs the other day. Yeah, there's that. You know, that one right there.
Achy Breaky Heart. Oh, dear God. I hated that song.
Yeah.
The thing is
I
weird.
mean, Miley actually plays with rock bands and stuff, but she does actually pretty damn good shit. But her dad, not so much.
Her dad was an immoral piece of garbage, and look what he turned out. This is what he turned out. Miley frickin' Cyrus.
Yeah, she's thrown on. If they want to put somebody on lithium,
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus needs to.
Yeah.
You make a song called "Wrecking Ball."
She's
She's a fucking wrecking ball.
The Britney
They
woman.
use lithium for like
put her on
bipolar-
Anthrax.
anthrax.
The freaking Spears, whatever name. She even said at the trial they got Miley Cyrus smoking a joint on the NBC, whatever it was, at the Grammys or whatever it was, and I'm on lithium. I mean, come on. That you got to agree with stuff like that because it does seem, I believe Miley Cyrus is probably supporting her father. I don't fucking know. I mean, think
Yeah,
about
lithium
this.
is for bipolar. That's what they normally use that for. Bipolar disease.
Let's see, around the same time, Who Let the Dogs Out came out, another irritating song. It was after about, I don't know, 3 to 7 minutes. Most annoying song, Baby Shark, now available on Infinite Loop. I've heard that once.
Oh
That was
God,
enough.
I hate that shit. My grandkids would listen to that shit. My youngest granddaughter, his Baby Shark crap, and I'm like, stop already. Just
Yeah.
stop.
Please.
Put the phone away.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Too much. But Achy Breaky Heart was on the radio. Every country
I have
station.
never heard that song. I've heard of it, but I've never heard it.
Yeah, I haven't heard it either. But sing a few bars, will you, Nick?
Nobody knows. It's
Well, how's it go?
You know what? Nobody knows. Just look it up, and you
Baby
will be irritated in the first 2 seconds.
yeah.
Okay,
Baby
I got it.
Sharks.
Jimmy Collins got it. Baby Shark, do 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 do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Baby Shark,
That's
do
it.
do
Yeah.
do do, Baby Shark, do 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 do. That's
Yeah.
kind of what it is.
Whoever invented that song should be taken out
Fucking
into the
stupid.
street and shot in the back of the fucking head. That's what should happen to him. Him and Billy, right next to each other.
Yes. And then in the front of the head.
Yes.
It was Hunter Biden.
It was Hunter Biden. That's funny. Oh shit. Yeah. God, I couldn't. I saw a video with some father doing that, and I just looking at him and I'm saying, I get it. These guys do these videos to prove their love for their children, but maybe not that. Let's see, Achy Breaky Heart. They line dance to that all day at the country western bars. I know. And that's another thing I hate is fucking line dancing. It looks like a flock of fucking sheep. I swear to God. Geez, thanks, Eric. My daughter heard Jerry say that. Now she's singing it. You should shoot her, Robert. That's what you should do. This is my advice, father to father. Just shoot her. She's obviously ill beyond any kind of redemption, and it's time for her to go. There you go. You're welcome, by the way. I don't know.
Well, Nick, are you done paying homage to Britney Spears? No.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Well, it's true, man.
We'll see what happens in the courts.
If that shit was
I
what
mean, I hope it comes out good for her because I think her dad's a piece of shit, and so was her mom, and so was her managers. She's a grown ass woman. Let the woman do what she's got to do, and then enjoy her $50 million.
I don't think I blame the managers as much. I blame the parents only because the managers, they're there for money any fucking way. But the parents, they get in the fucking newspaper and their statement is, we love our daughter, we love this, we're very concerned about her. Bullshit. You're concerned about her fucking money, and you're concerned about the money drying up. Because if she gets off, I'm pretty sure you two are cut off. Eric Driver says he'd like to.
Oh yeah, she wins this, and they remove that conservatorship.
Yeah,
they're done.
Yeah. Eric Driver.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, but I don't really have a groundhog in this dog race.
I don't know. Sometimes you got to root for the underdog, even if they are filthy rich, living in a better house than I am. You know what? Now that I think about it, I may not care as much as I used to. Eric Driver says, I'd like to harpoon a baby shark with a Britney spear. That's actually not bad, Eric. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, the problem is they're brainwashing that poor girl. So, I mean, she's finally speaking out and saying enough is enough.
Yeah.
And if they're truly drugging this girl into a stupor to keep her a zombie, I mean, something's wrong here.
How the
Her
fuck did
parents
they expect
terrible
her?
pieces of shit.
How the hell did they expect her to perform on lithium? I mean, we've all at one time or another
Yeah,
in our
I mean,
life seen at least one person on lithium. And I got to tell you, you're not going to get rich dancing and singing on lithium.
that's a zombie drug.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they put nut jobs in a insane asylum on
Yeah.
to keep them just calm and quiet, walking around like zombies and shit. That's what she said to this judge. They've got me taking this crap, and I feel like, I'm just drunk all the time. And that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And she said something about lithium you can only take for so long or it's
Sounds kind of sweet.
exceedingly bad for you or something. I don't know. I've never heard that, but
I think her parents are pieces of shit. That's all I got to say about it.
listen, when this shit first
She needs to
started,
find.
there were
She
articles.
apparently has some other man that she wants to marry, but they won't allow her.
Well, in the end, there were a lot of articles on her parents, and there were not a lot of nice things being said about them. Lithium is what Jesse Ventura says they put in the chemtrails. The chemtrails. Diane Evans says lithium drug is a heavy metal, becomes toxic. I didn't know. I've never actually been on lithium.
Yes,
I know a lot of
that is
people
correct.
wish I was, but probably my wife. I don't know, but I've never been on it. I can
They
think.
use it in batteries too.
I think that I know a few people. Not like like Dave. Probably use a family-sized jar of it on his countertop. I don't know. What do you think, Dave? You into that?
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't mess with that shit. The only thing lithium's good for is batteries.
Yeah.
No, it will fuck you up, and then it stays in your system. It never leaves your system.
It's poison.
Yeah. So God knows what damages do it because it actually affects the brain.
Yeah, after people have been using it for a while, they develop what they call the lithium shuffle.
Yeah, it will eat away your brain.
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. Okay. Shuffle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just kind of shuffle along off the buffalo, muttering to
They'll
yourself.
do the knuckle shuffle on you.
Yeah, it's just no good. I don't know. I know she's got millions and everything, but you know what? In the end, they're just people, and unfortunately, some people get fucked even when they're rich.
Yeah, I think what they did to her was just took control when she was, down on her luck for some reason or, susceptible, and she let it happen. And then they kept control. Now she's fighting out about it, and 13 years later, and they're still saying, well, no, she's crazy. She can't have control of her own life. I mean, at some point, even homeless people have control of their life, and some of them are batshit fucking crazy. They might be sleeping on the street, but nobody controls their life. They move around wherever the shit they want to. And then you got somebody that got $50 million. You can't have some trailer park living motherfucker controlling her life. Let her fuck it up.
I'd like to know
She earned it.
how much the father pays himself. That would be very telling.
Yeah, they need to do financial statements, the whole 9 yards, because that will show exactly why the basis of this whole thing.
She wins this. She needs to go and find an excellent lawyer who knows an excellent, what do they call him? Forensic accountant. That's what it is. That's what they knew. That's what she's going to need. And then somebody may end up in prison, which I wouldn't mind seeing, because if any of this shit's true, that guy belongs in fucking prison for what he did to his daughter. And you know what? Throw the mother in there too, because she's a piece of garbage also.
Yeah, well,
and I don't think they're married anymore.
Yeah, she allows it to happen. Well, Meghan McCain said the FBI needs to go and extract her ass out of that fucking house and get her the fuck out of there.
Yeah, the FBI.
And then do an investigation.
Yeah, that's what's
Oh
going to
yeah, where's Child Protective Services when you need them?
Yeah, that's going to happen. The FBI is going to go raid the house.
Trustworthy.
Yeah, the FBI. Fuck Meghan McCain. She's a piece of garbage. I hope this happens to her and I'll laugh. All right, we're out of time anyway. So,
shit.
Nick, I'm sorry. Your fanboydom has to stop now, but, it'll be fun. Maybe tomorrow night we could talk about Britney some more. But right now we have to go, because I don't feel well. Anyway, Matt, you got any last words?
Yeah, I didn't realize I cared that much about Britney Spears or this.
I didn't either.
It was eye-opening. Yeah.
I didn't really either. I just happened to read that, and it was actually kind of shocking to me. I didn't, that's fucked up. That would kill me. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't last 13 fucking years. I'd rather go be homeless under a fucking bridge before 13 fucking years under that kind of rule. Even without the birth control, even without any of the shit she said, just having somebody tell me what I can do, what I can't do, I wouldn't last. Anyway, how about you, Nick?
Yeah, so I'm not the one with the fetish here, right? Got two others going on. Y'all just admitted it. Y'all gonna be reading up on this shit all night long?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Neither did I. I just heard the headline, read a couple of sentences, but
all right, you got a boner over it, and then you had to go with it. It's all right.
Yeah, I think the girl's getting fucked in the different sense, money wise, but yeah, I never really liked her, except she's got good looks. I mean, there's women that look good, but every man has eyes, but she doesn't have a voice that I like, so she probably sound like Screech, and I have to get rid of that shit, hit it and quit it or something.
All right, Nick. Well, somebody has to stop you. I'm sorry, it's going overboard at this point. All right, Dave, how about you?
Digging himself. Yeah, Nick, you sound like you're digging yourself in deeper and deeper there, but I know what you mean.
No, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. I'm not gonna touch that. I'll let that go. But yeah, good being with y'all as usual. as always. And hope to see you all tomorrow night. So take care. Be good, y'all.
That's right, folks. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. An event you will not soon forget.
Same time, same channel.
The American Rebellion Show will return with more riveting
Bonsoir.
fanboydom from Nikki Young on the Britney Spears and the continuing saga of her lithium taking or something. All right. Anyway, all right. We'll see you next time, which will be tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Y'all have a great night. Bye.
Good night, all.
Au revoir.
You guys suck at this. All right. Good night.